I think we might get that month's worth of rainfall in a day. Wow! You can't make this stuff up. That's not good. There's electrical wires there. Uh-oh. We're going to be swimming. Yep, 32.5 millimeters in the space of a few hours on Monday. That's what we got. So yeah, it does look like my comments in the last episode about the weather are being validated at the moment. Now, me and Luke did get a little bit excited on Sunday before that rain. We went out and had a crack at some beans of mine just up the road here. They were still a little bit too green, and I knew they probably would be. It had only been about 9 days since they were desiccated, and if you guys have been following along, we haven't had very good drying down weather, so they were just a pinch too green to go. But still, it was nice to get out there and have a bit of a go and know where we stand. It was a very last minute decision. We were just talking, he rang me on Sunday, and I wasn't like, we weren't planning on doing anything, and he had to come get the truck to do something, and yeah, we just got motivated and ran up there quickly and had a go. I am going to run some silicone around this thing since they did the auger repair under insurance. You can see there's a few spots like that there. It's alright for beans, but canola or something else, I reckon that needs another bolt in it there too. So, but yeah, canola or wheat or barley will definitely leak out of those spots. So we should run some silicone around there, I think, because we are thinking about running over to Luke's today to try some of his barley. Now, the barley is a bit of a funny one this year because any of it that found moisture during the growing season and got a head out has actually gone off. It's ripe, it's ready to harvest. But anything that was really drought affected and sort of was curling up and dying, well, when we got that big rain in October, that's just given it a new lease of life. It's all running out to head again. It's green as green. So I think we both know what we're going to find when we do it, but well, you know, you don't know what you don't know. So we're going to take the header over there and have a crack because we want to get moving on something. It's just been painfully slow lately. We're sort of ready to roll and we want to get moving on something, but yeah, we'll see what we find. You guys will come along for the ride and you'll find out, I suppose. So I'm just going to have a quick play around with this screen. I just want to get my head around a couple of things on it, and I also have an unlock for it for headland turn, so I want to put that in. Just, yeah, if we're going to start using this thing now, I probably need to be a little bit more clued up on how everything works, so just going to spend a few minutes here now. Alright, I'm kind of done there for now. I've activated the headland turn, played around with it. I think I've got my head around a bit of stuff now. I'm just going to check the oil coolant on this, throw some grease in it, and then there's a halfway point where we're going to be leaving, like each farm will leave a tractor, so that when we're swapping over the chaser bin, it's quick and easy, like one person doesn't have to run the whole way sort of thing. So we're going to do that. Luke's coming this way in a while, and we'll put that tractor at the halfway point. So I'll just make sure this is good to go before it leaves. Well, that's right between the min cold and max cold, so that'll be fine. So interestingly enough, over the east side of the town where Luke lives, they only had about 17 millimeters of rain, and in town they had about, I think, low 20s, depending on where they were. So we really copped the worst of it here. We got the most rain. But it is not very warm today, as you can see. I got the jacket on, so I don't know how well things are going to be drying out there, but anyway, they haven't had as much rain over there, so we'll see how we go. Oh, we haven't got full shedding.
No, we've got a skylight going.
I didn't even see that. See, the wheat's lost all that golden colour it gets when it first goes ripe. Yeah. It's from that rain. So we've just got a few beans in the hopper back there, so we're just going to go tip them out and do a field bin, and then we'll head over to Luke's, put the stripper front on, head out to a paddock of barley, get a sample, and then we'll know what she's doing. So we are going to put we've got some blanking plates to put in on the concaves for the stripper front, so we're going to do all that now, just get everything set up. So it's all good to go if things are good to go.
See those little tabs there that are bolted on?
Oh yeah, they're just covered in a bit of crap, that's all.
Oh.
Hang on. Yep, there you go.
On?
Yep.
Right.
Alright, try that.
And then, yep. Right.
Alright, cover's back on.
Yeah, on your side, yeah.
So those plates we put over the bottom of the concave, what they do is, because with the stripper front we're not taking in a whole lot of straw and all sorts of other material, we're just taking in the heads and the grain. So there's not as much material inside the rotor to thrash stuff out. So you blank off those certain areas and it gives more separation time for the rotor to do more blows over the grain kind of thing. Stops it falling through onto the sieves too quickly, basically. So yeah, that's what Shelbourne recommends, what we've put in there now, so we'll see how we go with it. I have no idea if I explained that well, I can't even remember what I said now, but anyway. Well, we did a strip, it was extremely nerve-wracking.
Extremely nerve-wracking.
It was.
Good job. It's taking everything out of the boot. It's doing a good job.
Certainly enough on the ground back here, I reckon. We could maybe slow our fan down a bit, I don't know.
Conditions aren't quite right.
Yeah, okay, that thing's way closer to the ground than what I thought, isn't it? For some reason I thought there was a big gap between it, like, but that gets right down close to the ground.
Yeah, so those fingers, those skids are set. Those fingers are that high off the ground. So close your sieves down, get more bulk through it. Because in this patch it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fucking happy.
Yeah.
Playing your edge up half and just swing around there loosely.
It's on the phone. What a surprise. Yeah.
Hey,
What's happening?
how's it all going?
It's like mowing the lawn. So yeah, the synopsis is, it's looking a little green in here, so we're going to go have a look at another paddock. We're starting to get desperate, can you tell?
We just want to get harvesting.
We do, yeah.
Let me get into it.
Well, good morning everybody. It's like deja vu today. It's another Jamestown sheep market day. We got some sheep to walk into the market, so I'm going to help that out. We're going to escort those in there. Oh, man, I am not a morning person. It looks like we've got the sign up there already, so we'll just put a flashing light on and we should be good to go. And my goodness, the weather is cool at the moment in the mornings, even in the days. Like, it's only supposed to be 23 today, which is fairly cool for this time of the year. How's that look? Good? Good. Let's go. I might be a little bit ahead of the curve here actually. Dad's all the way up, well, halfway up that back road getting sheep, so oh well. Guess I'll just enjoy my drink. Hopefully I won't spill this one all through the ute, that would be nice. Ah, man. Now, if you're relatively new here, you might be wondering why we're walking sheep into the market and why we don't just put them on a truck. Well, it's probably about 4 k's, I think, to walk them in there. So it's not a very far distance, and like this road here is extremely wide. So the sheep can actually just walk along the edge of the road, no worries. It's the same on both sides, so we can generally keep them off the road here. And then the next stretch of road we go on is just a dirt road, so very rarely see traffic going down there. And then from there it's only about half a k to the sheep yards. So look, we used to throw them on trucks, but I don't know, it's gotten so expensive to do that for such a short distance, and in the time it takes to put them on a truck and cart them in there, you can generally have walked them in there anyway. So we tend to be walking them in a lot more now than what we were. So we can walk them off the edge of the road most of the time, but every now and then they go a little feral and they decide they want to go somewhere. But so all I really do is sit in front of the sheep. I've got the sign on top, stock on road, flashing lights, just to let people know that are coming this way that there's sheep. So if they're coming from the other way, well, they'll run into Dad with his flashing lights and everything back there. So anyway. The ants are still there. They certainly haven't gone anywhere. Now for the fun part, what way are they going to go? They're beelining straight. Go straight. Straight. Oh, really? Well, we got them in. Unfortunately, my camera went a little bit limp on you guys, so I turned around and was bloody pointing at the ground, but what can you do? I got a little sidetracked talking to another fella who just pulled up, and therefore I didn't secure my camera very well, did I? Yeah. Good morning. What? 2 peas? Oh, well, must have run out of moisture, that one. Oh, now you got one. So we are back out at Luke's this afternoon having another go at this barley. Look, the barley is just a big problem this year because anything that got a head out is ripe and ready to go. Anything that didn't is green again. But he has some really nice patches of barley here, and I think basically what we're going to try and do is just patch those areas out for now, because the moisture on those areas is pretty good. There's plenty of grain there, and we just, like, he doesn't want to get a big wind event, and I think we do have a bit of bad weather coming again this weekend. Not necessarily rain, but maybe some real windy, warm weather. So I think we're going to patch these areas out, get them off, and get them in the bin, even if they are just a hair over on moisture. They'll sit in a bin, all right, you know, a few percent over in moisture, and then you can always blend them out afterwards. So I think that's our game plan at the moment. At least we'll get something in the bin. I put the camera down, and what I should have said is the problem with barley and wind is it tends to shake the heads out. The stems are quite brittle, so that's what we're concerned about. I probably didn't say the whole story before, but the concern is there's nice barley here. It's got good heads on it. We don't want it to rattle out in the wind. We got nothing else to go on with anyway, so, you know, we're here, we'll get something done. I think I need to make a few adjustments to that spout. It seems to be shooting a bit of grain out the top there somewhere. But anyway, first one going in the bin. So I haven't talked about this nice little inclusion here. Luke had a spare firefighter sitting there, so he said, do you want me to weld up some brackets and that and mount it up on here? And I said, well, yeah, that'd be awesome, because then we've always got a firefighter in the paddock no matter what. And the chaser bin's usually the closest thing to a header should something go wrong. So she's on there, it's looking real nice. It's a nice little feature, nice little addition. That'll be one of the next additions, an adjustable spout on there. I have straightened it up one hole just because it was throwing grain out, but it looks kind of too straight now. But we'll see how it goes. Well, update guys, we've pulled the pin for the day now. We filled a bin, just so much stuffing around, honestly. That's just the way it goes when you start harvest, you know. The stripper front is new on that machine as well. We're just trying to figure a lot of stuff out on it. It's very hard to pick up the camera and film it because, you know, you just got to concentrate on what you're doing. So yeah, look, we're a little bit worried about it overloading one side of the sieves with that stripper front. Just putting too much chaff and grain to one side. Naturally, a rotary machine, as it spins around, it's going to throw the material more one way, so may have to make some adjustments there tomorrow. We'll just wait and see. Yeah, Luke's going to get a probe and take a sample over to the silo tomorrow and just get a double check to see exactly if I can spit it out where we stand with everything in terms of moisture. So we'll reconvene tomorrow morning and yeah, see how we go. Alright, good morning everybody. Just a quick stop past the header this morning with the silicon gun. There's a couple of spots I missed here the other day when I was siliconing up a couple of holes on the bottom of the auger. I think one spot like right there, so you can just leak a bit of grain out of there. The guys who did the repair really should have done this, but anyway. So yeah, there's a couple of spots here. I've just got to silicon them up. Make sure they're all good to go. We'll check the oil, check the coolant on this, and then I got to go down and play with my base station because when I set it up yesterday, I accidentally hit the wrong button when I was trying to tell its location to it, and yeah, it hasn't seemed very happy with me since. It was working, we got it working, but I need to sort it out so it knows its location as I need to set it as a known point again so that it knows next time I move it back there, it's all good to go. But anyway, we'll get it done. Alright, that looks good. Now Luke did run a couple of moisture samples on his handheld last night, and the moisture in here was coming in at like, was it 14.2%? So we're out by less than, only about 0.5% really, a bit more. I think 13.5 is what we're looking for, but it is reassuring to know that it is very, very close. So anyway, it gives us a bit of confidence to keep tearing in. He's going to take a sample to the silo today and see exactly what they say. But I tell you, it wouldn't be bad getting a load or two to the silo of barley. At least they're, well, we're making some progress, because once again, the old weather forecast is not looking real promising. So when we've got the opportunity to go, I think we've got to be going. I don't actually quite know how I missed those two spots looking around it, but anyway, I did. So first problem of the day sorted. Unfortunately, I had to get up on the auger, and there's a sort of like an inspection plate on the side of the auger that was leaking grain out of it as well. Had to get up there and silicon that one and put that back on. No gasket, no silicon around it from when they did it. And I found the grease tube that goes to the top of the auger there is completely crushed. So I don't know if they put that in wrong or what, but it's hitting on the body. So anyway, it's not one thing, it's another. So I'm just going to take the truck up now. The two trailers are still sitting up in the paddock where we started harvesting beans. I'm going to go up and connect up to them. The truck's going to go back around to Luke's. We're probably going to cart a couple of loads of seed today. So we'll probably, yeah, just go back to a single. Cart some seed around here because I want to grow the variety of barley that he's got, and we'll cart a load back to his place for seed as well. And then we've got a couple of warm windy days, really horrible sort of windy days I think we're looking at, so I don't think there'll be any harvesting happening, but that'll be good because after that we should have some nice dry grain hopefully, and we'll be able to go full bore after that. And that'll be good because hopefully we'll have all the kinks ironed out by then, and we can really just get into a groove. At the moment it just feels like we've been all over the place. As you can see with this video, I think I've been filming for 3 days, but yeah, anyway, it will be nice. Yes, and FYI, his sample came back from the silo at about 14%, so it's about 0.5% too high for delivery, but that's alright. We'll get a couple of loads off for seed, like I said, and we might even fill a few bins. See how we go. Dad's just giving me a hand to set up a bin to put some seed in, so I think he's set the bin up. He's getting the auger over there now. I'm just going to run over and chuck some fuel in the auger, so I know that's good to go. Well, you'd have no idea that we had 32 millimeters of rain, what, 3 days ago? 4 days ago, something like that. She is just powdery dry on top already. We've got new toys. That's an 8320, not an 8370. Luke just picked himself up a new to him tractor this morning, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, this all looks very familiar. Unreal. Very familiar indeed. Actually, I think this one's a little bit newer than our machine, and it's got cab suspension and stuff like that, so living in luxury now. Mama, there goes that machine.
Yeah, just perhaps to about 7 k's an hour through this heavier stuff unloading.
Yeah, righto. Well, I want your finest seed, alright?
Nah, it's all fine, it's just how much green you want in it.
It's all good seed out here, mate. Well, she's humming. It's sounding good after all those cleaning shoe repairs and all that sort of stuff, so oh, I don't want to have any more trouble with that, let me tell you. Last year was a nightmare. Look at this, the cheeky bugger. He's got a fridge, has he? Oh, unbelievable. Not like us bloody plebs over at Lock Valley, hey? Unreal. Yeah, it looked phenomenal behind there, I thought. The right-hand side, I could barely find a grain, so I think it's pretty good.
Sweet, happy days.
Well, I've just had Luke's dad in the tractor with me for quite a while, just giving him a rundown on how to drive this thing, and with the chaser bin and the ins and outs of it, so time has ticked on quite a bit. I might leave this extended start to harvest video here now. I think it's I'm sure it's going to be a long one, but we're just chipping away here trying to get off some of these better bits of this barley before what is going to be an awful day tomorrow. 25 to 35 k an hour winds increasing to 45 k's an hour and 36 degrees, so total fire ban. Won't be much happening tomorrow, but after that we should have some lovely dry grain. So with all that being said, I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to support the channel, you know what to do. If not, all good. You guys have yourselves a good one. Till next time, see ya.